Good afternoon, everybody. Today's HR Huddle is with Wade Finnicle, and he is the Talent Acquisition Coordinator with the Bowen Center. So thank you so much for your time this afternoon. We appreciate you coming and talking to us about what it is you do.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me. I'm really glad that I'm able to do this. Yeah, as Brandy said, I'm the talent acquisition coordinator for the Bowen Center. We are Indiana's largest community mental health center. We ranged from down there in Indy all the way up to the Michigan border, and then from Illinois over to Ohio border and all in between. So we are in a total of 28 counties, including Marion, and the surrounding counties down there are Hamilton and Hancock. Are the ones that are closest to you guys that we are currently in. And yeah, we are mainly a mental health institution, but we have recently been really developing our physical health side. We have multiple health clinics open up in the northern area, our northern counties, and we are continuing to expand upon that, hiring more doctors, hiring more nurses, so that we can kind of be that one-stop shop for health all around, mental and physical.
So can you talk to us more about the work that gets done in terms of the mental health?
As far as so yeah, so we when people think of mental health, they think of therapists and counselors, and we do, obviously that is a lot of what we do. We have therapists in all of our 10 core counties, but we have, like I said, 28 counties, and so those other 18 are what we refer to as our mobile counties. And in those 18 plus the 10 core as well, we have case managers. We call them skills coaches at Bowen, but case manager is more of the universal term. And it's exactly what it sounds like. We are building a caseload of patients and meeting with them out in the community, in the home, children sometimes in the school, and helping them with any number of needs that they may have, whether that's children with behavioral issues all the way to adults who don't know how to balance a checkbook or maintain stable housing. So it's just meeting people where they need to be met and helping them with what they need help with.
Perfect. So it's some case management, it's some life coaching, it's some counseling, kind of all mixed together.
And yep. And on top of that, we have an entire addiction services side.
Okay.
We work very close with the criminal justice system in various counties, working with probation, the Department of Child Services. We help those people get the services they need, holding groups, doing DCS visitations for parents and children, and just any number of things that the community may need.
Thank you for your work in all of that in the communities and with the community members. That's
You're welcome.
Fantastic stuff. Yeah, it really is. What positions are you hiring for? And is it full-time? Is it could it be part-time for somebody who might be in college still? And then also like internships, do you do any internships?
Yeah, no. So the positions we are hiring for are full-time. We don't typically hire part-time right now. Some exceptions have been made, but more often than not, we're hiring full-time. So in Marion County, the Indianapolis area, we are hiring for case managers, same as in the surrounding counties like Hamilton and Hancock. We are hiring for people to be case managers. Now, as far as therapists go, we don't have therapists in our mobile counties yet. That's something that's continuously in the works. But we have therapists in our 10 core counties, but the closest one to Marion is Wabash, I think, Wabash
Okay.
or Huntington right there, because they're kind of parallel to each other. And so and as far as internships go, yes, we do host internships. I actually am the internship guy, I guess, is the best way to put it. And so we just opened them up for the spring semester, and they're very competitive, so they go pretty quickly. But to apply, you would apply for an internship with us just like you would any other position, and you go through the same process of being interviewed and decide whether or not the position is given to you. And now there are sometimes internships open up in our mobile counties, but for the most part, they're in our core counties up north.
Okay. Perfect. Is it just spring, or do you do spring and fall, spring, summer, and fall internships?
Spring, summer, and fall. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're open now for spring. I'll open up the summer ones in March, and then I'll open up the fall ones in like July. So
Good to know. Perfect.
because we try to give people plenty of time to get to apply, because I know that they need them starting that spring semester.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you. And then as you're hiring interns or hiring full-time case managers, what are the skills, abilities, backgrounds that you look for when you're hiring those candidates?
So I'll just go run down minimum qualifications. You have to be at least the age of 21 to be a skills coach or tech or case manager with us. And then the level of education and experience kind of varies. If we do accept high school diplomas, but we would like a minimum of 5 years related experience. We accept associate's degrees, 60 credit hours or more headed towards a bachelor's or a bachelor's degree. And your education level depends upon what your starting title and salary will be.
Got it. What about with the addictions counselors? Same qualifications for that?
No, our addiction counselors are all master level.
Okay.
Those are our master level positions. There's certain degrees that we accept, like obviously mental health counselor and MS, and we masters of social work.
Okay.
And so those are the ones that require a higher level of education, and they start off at 40,000 a year, but once they are licensed, they get a pay bump to 50,000 a year. And again, those positions are currently open in our 10 core counties, one of those being Fort Wayne. So if anyone wants to be a counselor and wants to move over to Fort Wayne, we have plenty of open positions there currently.
Okay, good to know. What about career growth opportunities within Bowen Center?
Oh, okay. I'm going to try to keep this short, because this is the part where I can go for a long time. So the ability to move within the company is just more or less endless. I am a living example of that, because I started as a case manager 7 years ago, and I did my case management for a while. And then I got a position more on like the admin side, working at the office, filling out paperwork and keeping patients' charts and their case plans and stuff like that up to date. After that position, I moved into what's called a wraparound facilitator. That's someone who runs a program it's a state-funded program that helps people who maybe can't get services, get the money to get the services. After running that for a year, I then ran the DCS program in Wabash County for 3 years as the manager over all the cases in that county as well. And then after that, I got the position here as the talent acquisition coordinator on the corporate side, helping more of the internal workings of the company. And so like that alone is a testament of like what you can do with Bowen, because they are really good about finding your strengths and helping you cater your career to those strengths. They've realized a long time ago that I really like to talk, and I'm a really like happy and positive person. And so they're like, we want you to tell people about Bowen. And I'm like, I can do that. Like I could do that all day long. And so that's why I'm here today. And so I definitely encourage people to our case management positions are entry level jobs. And so I definitely encourage people to start there, and then you just never know where you're going to be able to move the company, because there's always positions coming open.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And then we already talked about this one, about the other locations, and if somebody wants to relocate. So is it strictly in Indiana, or are you in other states as well?
So we are only in the state of Indiana, like Bowen is, but we actually do have staff that so up there on the northern end and the border of Michigan, we have several staff that live in Michigan, have staff that live in Ohio. I know that since we got into Lake County, I know we have staff that live in Illinois, but we are only located in the state of Indiana.
Got it. Okay. But in the 28 different counties. So there's
in 28 different counties, yes.
So there's lots of room to kind of move to wherever it is you feel comfortable and you want to kind of settle.
Yep. And we're not that far off from opening up in about 4 more, I think. It's still a little ways down the road, but I know that they're in the works. And I know there's talk, down the road, moving past Indy towards Bloomington. So we're forever growing and never stopping. So
Good. The work is important. It doesn't need to stop.
it's
Yeah.
no, you are correct. No, it's unfortunately that's never going anywhere, and that's what we're here for. We're here to help people.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing I tell anyone who asks me if Bowen's a good place to work, and it's an amazing place to work, but definitely loving people and loving to help people is a number one priority, to be able to do this and enjoy it, because it is a very stressful job some days, but the good days definitely outweigh the bad.
Mm-hmm. So if somebody is listening and they're interested, what would their next steps and what should their next steps be?
So if anyone's interested in applying, they can apply at our. They can either email me, but they could apply at our careers website, which is just careers with an S .bowencenter.org. And so they just go there, and there's a search bar that tells you, or that lets you search by either position desired or location. If you're down in Indianapolis, just search Indianapolis, and it'll show you all the positions in the surrounding counties that are open, and you just click and apply that way. If someone has questions, they want me to go more in depth about what case manager does, about what other opportunities are within the company, they can email me, and my email is wade.finical@bowencenter.org. So I don't know. My last name is really weird. So that's WADE dot F as in Frank, INICLE @bowencenter.org.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And is there anything else that you were hoping to share that we didn't cover throughout those questions?
No, I think that's about what I usually say. So no, I think you did a very good job. Those were really good questions, and that let me cover several different things. The only thing is mentioning what type of benefits we offer on top of obviously your salary and pay. I love our PTO program. It's in my opinion the best. Like, I've never seen a better one out there, but it's for paid time off. We combine your vacation and sick time, and you earn hours per paycheck. And so I think starting off, you get it just over 4 hours per paycheck, and just as time goes on, you just keep accumulating hours. And after, you can't use PTO for 6 months, but after that 6 months, it's your time. You can use it whenever you want to. I always say that you can't put a price on flexibility, and this job definitely offers flexibility in all areas. Everybody understands that, sometimes you need a day to yourself. Sometimes you need to take care of yourself. And Bowen is very big into self-care and promoting that and making sure that you are caring for yourself, because if you don't care for yourself, then you're not going to be able to care for your patients. Other benefits that we offer on top of, dental and health insurance and vision, we have a 403B that we offer as for a retirement plan, and we offer there's so many different ways to assist with continuing your education and helping pay down student loans. We have several partnerships with universities that get us discounts on tuition. We have our own tuition reimbursement program that helps you pay that back. And then on top of that, we have a program called Gratified that just flat out gives you extra money every month to pay towards student loans. And so it's just other ways to help you continue your education if that's something that you're looking to do while being employed.
That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, no, it's huge, because some of our university partnerships have up to 25% off, and we definitely very much appreciate that, and it's helped out a lot of our employees big time.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, Wade, thank you so much for your time and your knowledge and sharing the Bowen Center with us this afternoon. I really appreciate it, and so do our students.
Yes, no, thank you so much for having me. And again, feel free to reach out if anyone has any questions. I'm more than happy to talk about Bowen. It's what I love to do. So
perfect. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Brandy.